EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that's complete. It's Green here. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. 4th in the NFL in 2018. 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
He was taken.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, Mixon. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Third down.
Burrow will throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
On the carry.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll give it to Nixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Nixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
7-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Complete to Naheem Hines. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Rivers to Hilton there. 1st down, Indy.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Bengals 7, Colts 6.
From the 38, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 41-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 20.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Justin Houston.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
11 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down.
One thing should hope.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Bengals.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
At the 26.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what you call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Rivers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Colts 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
T.Y. Hilton, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First good catch there by Nyheim Hines, and I think that he's probably popped on some Phillip Rivers tape and how he used Austin Eckler out of the backfield with the Chargers as a model for what he wants to do this season. He's had at least 40 catches in each of the last 2 years. He probably expects that number to rise.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Colts. First down. They run with Hines, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The ball carrier.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Rivers.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A 4-yard.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Joe Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Check. Crunch. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I don't think you got it, sir. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is Hines. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
They'll take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Justin Houston.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll let Taylor try and run. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Handoff to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Mixon. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd and 12. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 82 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed down. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. He'll get this one to Pittman. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On second down, Burrow. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Rivers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Third down.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to A.J. Green.
A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's third down. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now a toss coming right side. Taylor, and it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Colts 26.
So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Cincinnati, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.